road teams getting all the wins in this series. Kind of interesting there. Shannon, who wins Game 5 tonight, and who wins the series?
Skip, I got the Clippers winning the game. I believe Luka will be fine. He will be back to his customary stat line, somewhere around 38 and 8. Dallas just doesn't have the defenders to guard the Clippers' two best players, which are Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Hence, this is why Kawhi Leonard is going 24-32 from the field in his last two games. And with that being said, Skip, look, they have no answer for Paul George and Kawhi. Luka's going to do Luka. So tell me what Hardaway Jr. is going to do. Tell me what Finney-Smith is going to do. Tell me what Kleber's going to do. Are they going to play like they did the first two games? Or are they going to play like they did the last two games? Because the last two games will get you beat. Probably get you beat now the way Clippers are rolling. It'll probably get you beat by somewhere between 10 and 15. But I believe Hardaway Jr., he likes shooting for whatever reason. Hell, everybody likes shooting in the Staples Center except the Lakers. Everybody can shoot on those rims except us. We can't shoot on them for some reason. I don't know why, but we can't.
Or the Clippers in games 1 and 2.
Clippers in game 1 and 2, right. So I'm going to say Hardaway Jr. bounces back in grand fashion and makes, I'm going to say he makes at least 6 threes tonight. I'm going to say Kleber will hit 2. Finney-Smith will have 2. And I think the game will be...
Porzingis?
As I was saying...
well, in game 2, he made 3 out of 4. Go ahead.
Skip, he's 7'3", but plays like he's 6'3".
He does. But he can get hot.
He can get hot. I'm going to say the Clippers win 117-111.
Okay.
117-111. Because ever since they had that 30-11 lead with 4:38 skip in the first quarter, the Mavs have scored 213. I mean, the Clippers have scored 213. The Mavs have scored 159. That's 54 points. That ain't good. So 117-111, Clippers get the win.
And I believe you are attempting to jinx my Clippers at home where they have proven nothing.
How am I jinxing them?
This is what drives me a little crazy, drives me to the brink. The prevailing notion right now that this series is tied 2-2 and it's even more over than it seemed like it was on Friday night when the Mavericks were up 2-0 and 30-11, right, early in the first quarter.
Correct.
30-11, and suddenly this thing has swung around so much that everybody is saying it's over. It's 2-2. Luka is not hurt. I'm going to knock on wood for him because I don't even like to talk about it, but I just don't believe he had any big neck issue. Maybe it's a little strange. Who knows? But he's going to be just fine. He looked just fine to me, even in game 4. So he will be real fine because he loves Staples. He will play at a very high level. I don't doubt he'll have a triple-double. I wouldn't be surprised if he went for 40 and 15 and 12 tonight, that sort of, because he is highly capable of that
he's capable of those kind of stats, yeah.
And if that happens, and what you just said, that Hardaway's going to make some threes and Finney-Smith's going to make them, I think even Porzingis will make. Remember, in game 1, he shot a logo 3. He could have shot a logo 3 and just ripped it.
He did.
7'3" guy shooting a logo 3. What? I can't beat that.
Well, that's the problem, because he has success doing that instead of being down to 7'3" and being on the block. Shooting threes.
So what goes around came all the way back around, and now the Clippers are right back where they started. At home, they're 7-point favorites. The odds makers are saying, you're way better than this team. Right. And here we go again. It's same time next week, where they're at home, and the world expects them to cakewalk tonight. Right. What'd you say? It's by 6 or 7? Okay,
yeah. The odds maker said 7. I said 6.
Okay,
and you talking about I'm trying to jinx them?
Okay. But the point is, most people think it's over. I have to listen to Charles Barkley on TNT saying, I guarantee this is over. Guarantee. You know what? Charles is even worse at picking games than Michael Jordan is at picking players. And so you want to talk about the all-time kiss of death?
Oh, yeah.
If he guarantees it, I'm shaking in my boots right now. I do not love this. I will go ahead and pick my Clippers just because they literally lifted themselves from the basketball dead in game 3 on Friday night, because I don't know how they did that. Dallas still made 23s. I told you, not in the history of the NBA had any home playoff team made 23s and lost a game. It's impossible. Right. And furthermore, I've never seen a line like Luka's. He makes 7 out of 13 threes. He's a 33% career three-point shooter, and he goes to the free throw line and makes 7 of 13. He has been a disaster from the free throw line. And if this game is as tight as I think it will be,
has been worse.
Well, that's true. Well, if this game is as tight down the stretch as I believe it will be, they're going to have to think about putting him on the free throw. They're going to have to think about it. I would probably err on the side of caution because I just think he's a little better overall shooter than Ben is. So just on mechanics, he's got to be able to figure out that he could do this. And plus, their mindset is going to be back into no pressure. Like the pressure is all on the home team now. I need to see my Clippers rise and shine tonight and play the way I think they can, the way they often did at home. They had the 3rd best home record in the West. Obviously, Utah and then Phoenix were ahead of them. But they're a pretty good home team. Except they weren't in this game. The first 2 games, game 1, they were pretty pathetic, and they were even worse in game 2.
But, Skip, if you look at the way Kawhi and PG has been playing over the last 2 games, especially Kawhi, Skip, I don't know if we've seen a better mid-range shooter than what we're seeing, what Kawhi is displaying currently. I mean, in game 3, Skip, that game, if they don't play the way they played in game 3, Skip, that game might be 50-11 at the end of the first quarter. But Kawhi and Paul George says no, no, no. And they started making shot after shot after shot. PG started making 3 step-back threes. Kawhi was like, I'm attacking the basket because, hey, Porzingis, you soft. I ain't even worried about you blocking no shot. So I just move you out the way. And you're like, hold on, wait a minute. We were down 30-11. The score is 34-30 at the end of the first quarter. Hey, guys, we okay. We okay. And then they didn't look back. They got the lead and didn't look back.
So all I know is in the last 7 quarters of this series, the Dallas Mavericks, featuring Luka Doncic, have averaged 22 points. I'm sorry, 22 points per quarter. Yes, 22 points a quarter. 22 a quarter. If you do the math, that would be 88 points for a game. That's over 7 quarters they've done that. That is defensive lockdown, shutdown. I've told you all year they are capable of doing this. Over the last 6 weeks of the regular season, they rank 2nd in defensive efficiency, and then they show up in game 1 like they did tank to get to the Dallas Mavericks, and that they did think that they could just sort of show up and that the Mavericks would fold at their feet. Well, the Mavericks didn't fold because the Mavericks took it personal, and they came out with fire in their eyes. Well, is that over yet? Or can the Clippers come out and play mad the way they did against Luka after he giggled and trash-talked them into oblivion in the first 2 games in their house?
Though the Clippers coming back, Skip, those are the type of games that launches a team in the direction that they want to go. To overcome what they overcame, because they was Skip, they had almost like 1 foot out the door. They was 30-11 down 2-0.
In the proverbial grave.
Yes. And to come back,
I thought they were flat out cooked.
It sure looked.
I told you, I thought Ballmer was about to get up and walk across the court and fire Ty Lue on the spot.
I did not think, I know Kawhi is a great player, but I didn't think he had what he had in him in game 3. Skip, he like, nope, I ain't losing. Paul George in the first half said, nope, we ain't losing.
Okay, well, they better be even times 10 that tonight, because if you lose this game and you have to go back to Dallas to try to repeat that to get home.
Because Skip, you know, them game 7, anything, it's winner take all.
It's winner take all. So to me, I'm not saying this is do or die, but it's you better win this one.
Okay, what you got? What's the score?
I think it's going to go down to the wire, and I think Rondo is going to finally close a deal. We're going to see playoff Rondo late, at least set up the game-winning shot, and I'm going to go Clippers by 2, a little lower scoring. I'm going to go 105-103 Clippers. Wow. And I think it's going to be a death match.
Okay. I'm going 117-111 Clippers.
Okay. Well, I don't like the 7. Hey, if I would take Dallas in 7, but I'm not going to bet against my Clippers.
Nah,
yeah.
It'd be 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Well, with no AD, how much of the Lakers' boat loss falls on LeBron's shoulders? Chris Broussard will join us. I'm curious how he feels about LeBron's early exit as well. Let's go there next.